Let's take a ride on Wendy's haunted trains. I can still hear the screech of metal in my dreams. The silver meteor was cutting south through the darkness, windows rattling as we flew through the empty stretches between central Florida and the coast. I was half asleep when the world bucked beneath my feet. One violent jolt, then another. Then the scream of metal tearing itself apart. People flew out of their seats, luggage crashed down, the lights flickered once, twice, then died completely. The train tilted, then it rolled. I can remember the sound of the swamp swallowing us, glass bursting, branches shattering, water rushing in like something hungry. When the train finally stopped moving, we were sideways in the muck. The car tilted at a sharp angle, the emergency lights running on red battery power. People were crying, coughing, shouting for help. That's when I saw them. Shiny black dots on the cracked windows, then more on the seats, then dozens on the ceiling. Black widow spiders pouring through every opening, every shattered seam, like the swamp itself had sent them. It probably did. A woman screamed as they covered her legs, climbing up her jeans. A man also slapped at his arms frantically. I kicked at the window and crawled out as quickly as I could, skin crawling at the feeling of silk strands brushing against me. Only a handful of us made it outside, maybe 8, maybe 9. The rest, I don't really feel like remembering. The air outside the wreck smelled like mud, rot, and something metallic. High ground, someone said, pointing toward the dark silhouette of an oak hammock rising from the swamp. We have to get to the trees. We slogged forward, waist deep in black water, alligators hissing all around us, low warning hisses like air escaping a tire. Their red eyes floated on the surface. Watching, tracking, one bumped my leg as it swam past, its rough hide scraping my skin. I didn't breathe until we reached the hammock, climbing onto the exposed roots and moss-covered ridges of land. That's when the man behind me screamed. A gator lunged from the water, grabbing him by the thigh, and yanked him back into the dark. He didn't even finish the scream. The splash swallowed the rest. We froze. None of us moved. The swamp went silent again, like it approved of the offering. Then something else broke the quiet. A growl. Not an alligator. Not anything I'd ever heard before. Deep, resonant, vibrating in the ground beneath us. Footsteps followed. Heavy ones, 2-legged, not 4. Trees shook. Branches snapped. Someone whispered, "What is that?" A large silhouette emerged between the cypress trunks, massive, upright, shoulders hunched and broad, head too large for a man. Its breath steamed in the cold night, even though Florida wasn't cold. It sniffed the air like it was tracking us, and then it roared. The roar sent birds exploding from the trees. It rattled my ribs. One guy fell to his knees, hands over his ears, sobbing. The creature took a step closer, then another, then another. Then the chop of helicopter blades tore through the air. A blinding spotlight snapped on, sweeping through the swamp, lighting the creature in a harsh white circle. For a moment, I saw it clearly. Its matted hair, long limbs, a face twisted between human and something wild. The helicopter hovered. More lights burst on. More blades filled the sky. Someone shouted through a megaphone, ordering us to freeze, to stay where we were. But all the lights were trained on the creature. The big creature turned toward the helicopter, opened its jaws, and the swamp exploded with gunfire. I don't remember falling. I don't remember the screaming. I just remember the spotlight swinging wildly, and the creature charging, tearing through trees as bullets punched into the water around me. I crawled under a tangle of roots and covered my head. When the noise finally stopped, the helicopters were gone, the creature was gone, and the swamp went silent. All I heard was my heartbeat and the soft, careful sound of something moving in the water behind me, something that had not been shot, something that had been waiting. I never saw the others again, and I never ever got back on a train, not after that night. Hey y'all, thanks for taking a ride on Wendy's.